good morning. Go fish, everybody. Charlie Burr here, and hey, thank y'all for clicking on my channel. I hope you enjoy my videos. First of all, I just want to say shout out to Mr. Nicky Daniels. I was up there at the launch just now, and a fella pulled up, and he hollered at me. He said, "Hey, have you seen that old boy on the 10-speed anymore?" Man, what a blessing! What a blessing to know that just a simple word that I spoke about in my videos has touched so many people. And Nikki, best of luck to you today. Well, by the time you watch this, you've probably already cleaned and cooked and eaten the fish. But you know, we're coming into the holiday season. Christmas is right around the corner, and if you ask any child what he wants for Christmas, he will have no problem telling you, I hope I get an iPhone, or I hope I get a certain video game, or I hope I get that bicycle, that go-kart. He's got no trouble telling you what he's hoping for. And he's gonna trust that the old big man in the red suit and the white beard is gonna bring it to him Christmas morning. And you know, I've got another surgery, got one for my shoulder coming up in a few weeks, and I hope that it goes well. I hope the surgery is a success and I get full use of my arm back. And but I've got trust in my surgeon. I'm trusting in that surgeon to do me a good job and get me back on the road. And one more little thing I want to talk about is another story is talking about hope. And that's what I'm talking about right now, is hope and faith and trust. And many years ago, one of my daughters was probably 3 or 4 years old, and I had been up on the roof cleaning the pine straw off, and she had come outside to see what Daddy was doing, saw me on the roof, and she wanted to get up there. So I let her come on up. I helped her up the ladder, got her up on the rooftop, and we looked around for a little bit. I'm sure she felt like she was up in the clouds. And after a few minutes, I said, well, it's getting late, and Mom's probably got supper ready. Let's get on down. Well, being young, much younger, and stronger, and crazier than I am today, I wanted to show out a little bit for my baby girl. So I brought her over to the edge of the roof, and I said, now watch Daddy. And I counted to 3, 1, 2, 3, and I bailed off. I hit the ground and rolled and jumped up, laughing and dusted myself off. I could do that back then. Today, I'll probably get up and call 911. But she thought that was the craziest thing she'd ever seen. And I looked at her, I said, okay, baby, I said, it's your turn. I want you to jump. Daddy's gonna catch you. Oh, no, Daddy, no. I said, baby, has Daddy ever done anything to hurt you other than the other night when we were tussling around and I tore that earring out? I said, it just bled for a little while, and you said it didn't hurt. But no, seriously, I said, has Daddy ever done anything that would hurt you? No, sir. I said, well, do you trust me? Yes, sir. And I said, well, then let's count to 3, and you jump off, and Daddy will catch you. Now, she was hoping with all the faith that she could muster up that her daddy would not drop her. And she trusted in me. So we counted to 3, and in my mind, I figured she would just gently push off the edge of the roof and gracefully fall down into my outstretched arms. Well, I counted to 3, and she bailed off, and I knew instantly this was probably not a real good idea. She looked like a freaked out spider monkey, arms and legs going every which way, coming down. And Now I can tell you this, I didn't care how many teeth she knocked out. If she bloodied my mouth, my nose, I was not going to let that baby girl get hurt. I caught her. I caught a foot to the chin, I think it was, but she never knew. She never knew that it hurt me. But she had a great experience. She had a memory of a lifetime. So guys, I guess what I want to ask you today is, what are you hoping for? And who are you trusting, or what are you trusting to deliver it for you? Now, I don't know what everybody's going through, but law of averages says that, I'm sure that there's some, probably some of you guys that are watching that, you're not wanting anything, hoping for anything like a new boat or truck or fishing equipment. You're just hoping for the medicine to start working, to get your health back. You may be hoping that you can find work to provide a Christmas for your kids like you were never able to experience. But maybe the job market's just not working with you. Maybe you're hoping for a messed up relationship to be mended. But, it just seems like everything you try has failed. Well, let me tell you, I bet you that most of you don't know this, but you've got the answer right there, probably in your pocket right now. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh, I knew old Charlie was a money freak. No, money's good. There's nothing wrong with money. Hey, I had to have money to buy this boat, my fishing equipment. Fishing is expensive. You need money. That's not what I'm talking about. But the money, the answer can be found in money. And, it's printed right here on the back of our currency. What's that say? In God we trust. In God is where we put our trust. So guys, I guess my encouragement to you today is to trust in the Lord, trust in God, seek Him. The Word says that God is the rewarder of those that diligently seek Him. The Word also says that seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added to you. So, hey, I have a simple request today. I'm trusting God to keep me safe and to give me great favor with these East Texas crappies. So, hey, burning daylight, I think it's time to go fish. gotta hold your mouth just right. Oh, now come on. What you fishing with? Yes, sir. I tied up some jigs last night, and right now I'm catching them on a silver body with a chartreuse tail, feather tail. You got anything like that?
Silver body with a chartreuse tail.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll have to look in my pocket and see.
Now, I've also used a blue body with a white tail, and I caught a couple on it, but hold it. You're seeing the fish, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold that jig, drop it down, and just hold it right over his nose.
Yeah.
And when you see him start coming at it, just take it real slow away from him. Don't let it just sit there. Take it away from him real slow. He might follow that thing 4, 5, 6 feet before he hits it. Well, we're gonna get you going here. Okay. Do you ever fished any bonehead baits?
Got some of them too.
You got any silver shad stump bugs?
I don't know. I just had to look.
If you've got some of those, that will catch them. That's what I just like to tie my own.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, I was out here last week, and that silver shad stump bug was a ticket. And you put that on, you'll catch a fish.
Well, I'm gonna look back here and see what I can dig up, because I've been here for hours and I've caught 2 fish.
Oh no, we got to change that record now. We can't have that. Here he comes. Here he is. Come on up here, buddy. Get over there for the camera.
You got him tricked.
Yes, sir. Big old white.
Catch many blacks down here.
Mixture. Mixture.
I caught a bunch of them last year on the other end of the lake up there. Black.
Oh yeah, they loaded up at that other end. Nice little white right there.
I'll probably look tonight.
There he is. Just gotta let him see it. All right. I don't think these fish are all that big, but it's such a good, pretty picture. I'd have to drop on them. No, man, you better catch them fish. Don't make me come over there and show him to you now. Let's see here. Trying a different colored bait here. This is one of Andy Lehman's ACC jig heads. Figure out where I'm at here. Here we go. Yes, sir. Come on up here. Come on up here. good grief. Man, look at that monster. Thank you, Andy Lehman. Get out of there. Guys, if you're looking for a good jig head, check that out right there. This is a ACC Crappie Sticks 1/8 ounce jig head. And it's perfect for if you like to fish with plastics. It's got a little barb on there. And I cut the barb off and used it as a hand-tied jig. And that was my first drop with it and my first fish. There's some bait fish moving in, so I can't compete with the real thing. Let them get out of the way. Make them think that there's a cripple. Come on, bud. All right, these fish aren't really showing interest, so they're good fish. I'm going to change colors on him real quick. Sometimes that's all you got to do is change colors. I'm gonna go back with that silver color. Get him lined up. Get my crosshairs on him here. See if this one wants to play. Here he comes. There he is. He was just kind of hanging out there in la-la land. Oh, he's a fighter. Golly. Man, these things can fight. All right. Let's see if we can catch one of these. A little crappie hanging out right there. He looks like a biter. That was my bad. I thought I was looking at my jig and that was the weight. I dropped the weight down on him. Got one checking it out. There he is. Oh man, he's a fighter. Good grief, that's got to be a black. Yeah, big old black. All right, guys, I was going to show you this 11-foot ACC. I use a 12-foot a lot, but I forgot how good this 11-foot is. It's light. I've got the rear seat, so this thing is balanced so well. You hardly know you're holding a rod. And the 11-foot, it can swing the big ones in too. See if we can't get one. Right there. All right, let's see if I can get the drop on these guys here. There he is. Come on up here. Don't fight her. So you can see that 11-foot, it'll get the job done. Don't think it won't. Miss Pam said the 10-foot will get it done. That's all she ever uses. She outfishes me. Sometimes. Still come. Here he comes. Got him. How about that? That's crazy. This is a big one too. Oh, big black. Golly, I bet he's 2 pounds. That is a big old black. Now that was funny. That fish, I missed him, and I was watching him. He was watching the bait, and I've got to weigh him. Just curious. He's close to 2. One 8. Boy, he didn't mess around, did he? I like it when they just don't mess around and jump on it. There's another one. He just got his second wind. He don't want to come up. Coming up. Coming up. All right. Well, as I like to say, all good things must come to an end. Number 25, all the law will allow today. And just some good eater fish today. A lot of pound and a half, pound and 3/4. I did have a 2 or 3 over 2. Nice fish right here. But just some good quality fish again. Can't beat Lake of the Pines this time of the year.